online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Feel the energy! Everyone! Yes! This is some heavy metal, everyone! Welcome, AFTERBUZZ TV Nation! And if you're an AFTERBUZZ and American Idol fanatic, you're in the right spot because we are the American Idol After Show here on AFTERBUZZ TV, Season 14, Episode 27. And I'm your kitty wrangler, JC Rubio. And of course, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at JC Rubio TV. And let us introduce our wonderful panel of hosts, starting with the lovely lady to my left.
Kitty number one.
Hey everyone, I'm Violet Kanian, and you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Violet Kanian.
And across the table.
Hey y'all, it's Stephanie Giorgi. You can find me on Twitter at Stephanie Giorgi and on Instagram at @TheStephanieGiorgi.
Hey y'all, it's Jason Ikeler, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Jason Ikeler.
And of course, we had a very unique open because we have a ridiculously awesome, spectacular special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, you may have seen this man on Blue Mountain State, Weeds, and so many credits. And if you're a Vine fanatic, you have to see his videos. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the one and the only Mr. Paige Kennedy.
Hey, what up, though? Thank you guys for having me.
And of course, a little show on Fox that tomorrow night is having their season finale, Backstrom.
Backstrom?
Yes, what's going on, fans? All right, now, if you're watching us live, hello. But if you're not, make sure to go to youtube.com/AfterBuzz TV. For the audio version, go to iTunes and SoundCloud. And if you'd like to keep the conversation going, go to Twitter, #ABTVIdol. And of course, the show would not be complete without our men running the ones and twos. Who do we have back there tonight?
You got Jonathan.
All right, Jonathan.
That's good, Jonathan.
We have a lot of show, a lot of opinions, because basically a lot went down. Overall thoughts on tonight's show. Paige, let's start with you, man.
Oh, well, let's start with me. Well, listen, I thought tonight was a great show. I'm happy with the results of the show, mainly because my favorite contestant was saved again for 5 times in a row.
Rayvon?
Rayvon.
Team Rayvon in the house.
Team Rayvon, aka
Yes.
the hot Freddy Krueger.
Now, overall, anyone thoughts? Opposed?
I was very surprised by this week.
Okay, how
with
were
the
you
performances, and I guess we'll get into that. But a lot of surprising opinions from myself.
A tease, okay. All right, across the table. Hey, are we surprised on the results? We had to say goodbye to Tiana tonight, unfortunately.
I expected it to turn out the way that it did, but I am surprised with what I have to say because I feel like there's controversy, and I feel very passionate right now about this episode.
All right. No one's budging. Everyone is Switzerland tonight. And that is why we have our special host as well, our chat roll. They are the voice of America. They're going to give their opinions, and I'm going to sprinkle them throughout the show. So let us start off. We have...
Hey, JC, I think we forgot to get Jason's opinion
No,
on...
it's fine. It doesn't even matter.
No.
Jason's like, no, I really did it. I did that on purpose, y'all. Don't forget about it.
You know what? Okay, Jason.
No, it's fine.
No, I want to know.
I thought everything was great.
Ay, Dios mío. All right,
My bad.
let's get into it. Now, tonight we had hometown hits and songs from the soul.
The gravy.
The gravy,
The
okay.
gravy. And
I was
I
so
do love
hungry.
what J-Lo said. The gravy always makes it taste good.
Did we like
Yeah.
the theme? Are we
I
okay with
did.
the theme?
I'm good, yeah.
I
I'm
think
good
they're
with
just
the thing.
thinking of random names for themes so people can sing whatever they want
Yes.
at this point.
Okay, this.
And I'm happy with
Yeah.
that.
Me too.
All right. So, fans are already
My heart's
sprinkling in.
racing.
They're praying to God that Violet won't bash on. Let us start with our first contestant, Clark Beckham.
Don't worry about it, y'all, because I'll start with Clark.
We know.
Let's to sit back on this one.
Yeah, you
Actually,
take this
fine.
away,
I'll go last.
sister.
No, I'll go last.
No. You go first.
I think you're ready to go.
Okay,
We'll take
so
this
and we're gonna
sloppy
do
second.
first and second performance, right?
Of
In a row?
course. Yes, we're starting with Living in the City and then following that up with your song from Josh Turner. Go for it.
Okay, so with the first performance, I do think that he could have had a stronger start, but the rest of it was very nice. Now, Harry made a comment about playing the piano in pocket and kind of staying in that key or whatever, which is somewhat true. However, he gave me a little bit of a Jerry Lee Lewis like vibe, and I liked when he ran over and came back because I felt like he was in the moment, he was in the song, and he was doing what he wanted. So that was good to see. Now, for the second one.
Are we talking about that now?
Yes.
Okay.
We're talking overall performances.
We're talking overall
Both
performances.
songs.
Back to back.
Now, for the second one, this is what I love about Clark. I love that he's so passionate, and I love that you can tell every time he speaks and when he makes a decision, it's truly kind of based in his faith and what he believes in things. So I appreciate that he didn't really budge. I understand that he should have kind of listened to his mentors and to he said. Like, you're lucky enough to be around these people who are giving you this advice. But I don't know. I think that they shouldn't have kind of put him down the way that he should. At this time, they should still encourage him rather than just give him consistent, constructive criticism. It was still a good performance, and he was sexy when he was playing the guitar.
Okay, let me ask that. Girls, because the question was if he was sexy. Ladies, was he sexy?
Violet.
Wow. Okay.
I wanted to see if she was gonna go. Should I just talk about the songs? Were you finished?
No, but go ahead.
Okay. I'll just talk about the sexiness. First song, no. Second song, hell yeah.
Exactly.
I think it's hard for them to critique the song that's supposed to be the song from your soul and then say this is a bad song choice.
Right.
And he was saying tonight that clip we saw that kind of made it seem like they were arguing. He's like, that's literally what happened for an hour straight. It was just Scott and, is it Jay from Rascal Flatts telling him this is a bad song choice. And I don't think it was that bad of a song choice. Maybe he could have picked a more radio-friendly song, but that song's a huge country hit. Mm-hmm. And I like that he took a country song and made it his own. I thought it was actually a smart song choice. I do think it is a little dangerous to go up against the head of one of the biggest record labels there is, who could potentially be your boss. But at the same time, I respect anybody that's an artist and is going to stand up for what they want.
Absolutely. And at this point in the competition, it's something that you should do. And I think that he says, I really do believe that people like this music. And me personally, I do. I love soul music. But at the same time, we're like in 2015. And as much as the artists in the past are fantastic, we've heard the same songs over and over again. But I love that style of music, but no one's producing it anymore. So why not bring someone modern? Why not bring someone like him where you can feel it when he sings it and make some music that we can kind of like connect to? That's what it's so good about Clark, is that everyone connects with him, and even if he's off a note, even if he does something wrong, everyone is like de apoyo, like they're oh my god, I don't know the word in
Bringing
English.
out the Latin.
Sorry, they're encouraging it. They're proud of it, and that's what's good about it.
Paige, now I want to know, you're, from what I gathered, somewhat of a Clark fan as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you think about tonight? Was it the pressure? Because I'm starting to feel that right now he's been the front runner for the most part, the consensus.
Yeah.
But right now things are just getting a little tighter. It's getting a little tighter.
Yeah, it's a little tough. Like I've been a Clark fan since the beginning. I love his tone. I love his voice. I love how soulful he is and rich he is. Tonight, I love that song, The City. That speaks to me a lot. Because I love Stevie, and I think that Clark did a really good job of it. I think it may have started off a little slow to me, but in classic Clark fashion, towards the end, he brought that stuff home with me with those runs and with that falsetto that he has. Mm-hmm. And I really love that. The second song, it's a tough thing because you're battling your own integrity and you're battling what you should do. And when you have a situation where you're an artist and you have these people who can make your career, you kind of want to listen to that. You don't want to disrespect that. But then if you have such fervor about what you want to do, and it seems like this particular rendition of this song, he really felt passionate about it and he needed in his soul to express this. I'm happy that he had integrity behind what he decided to do, and even after when he took that backlash of everyone saying, hey, I don't know, he still stood by his decision. And so you have to respect that, and he has to respect if this causes him to,
Possibly lose it.
He has to, and at the end of the day, he has to be able to sleep at night, because had he not done that song and he did something else and it didn't work, then he would never be able to live with himself. If he chose this song and they went down with it, he can say, you know what, I fought for what I believed in and I can sleep.
Hell yeah. That's right. Sorry.
This is why we love that you came in tonight, because I mean you've been through reinvention to ascension in a sense. I mean you're a veteran of stage and screen, so this kind of advice that you give, I think the idols, they are watching. So hello guys, if you're watching, from stage 46.
Hey, what up, Clark? Hey, I feel you, baby. Hey, I feel you. I'm tweeting. I love you.
No, but what I'm telling you, your advice is very poignant, and I think it's really something they can take home with them no matter the outcome. So definitely, very well said.
I think it's hard too, because he's getting notes from Harry every week where he's like, you need to be doing more technical things. He wrote the music for Ricky Minor and the band for this.
Wow.
Like, gave them charts of music. So he listens to Harry and then he gets bashed by Scott. He listens to Scott and gets bashed by Harry, so I think he's doing his own thing.
Okay, here's a question for everybody. What would happen if he wins? Are we going to run into another possible situation that happened with Philip Phillips?
I don't think so, because I think Kelly Clarkson had a whole album that her label wanted to shelve, and she released it and put her feet down. I think that's a totally normal thing for any artist to argue with the record label.
Absolutely, and Scott has the power to accommodate to what Clark wants to do, especially because of the type of artist that Clark is. It's not like he's bad and he's soulful. He's something that we haven't heard. I mean, we were in the era of unique singers, the Lord type singers. Why don't we bring it back? Bring it back to that soulful music. Bring it back to when you're someone singing. Remember what I said about closing your eyes and putting your head back? That's what I want to feel when I listen to music, and that's what I love about Clark.
Wait, what do? You close your eyes?
When you're just feeling something and you're like, damn, exactly.
All right, so were we feeling Jax?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes? Violet. I'm going to let you start, Violet, please.
Okay.
Because the fans want to know. They love your opinion on Jax.
I love Jax tonight.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm really, really shocked at how good her voice is. I know everyone's been saying it, and I've been like on this hate train and everything. I understand. But I know, and then one of the judges said she's hoarse or her throat.
Harry.
She needs to stay like that. Because there was like this raspiness to her voice that was so beautiful. Everything she did with the music was so good. She kept a little bit of the artsy thing that I don't like that she does, but she still kept it super genuine. And I'm like, wow.
You love the rawness.
I loved it. And it wasn't fake, it wasn't theatrical, it wasn't too much. She did just enough on both of the songs.
So she didn't Jax it, as we used to say throughout the season. Jason, thoughts?
I thought it was really good. I wish for the first song she would have stayed at the piano the whole time. It's just like a pet peeve of mine when people get up from the piano. But I thought perfect song choice. Second song I think is genius, because if she puts out an album, I feel like Christina Perri is a very similar artist to what she'll sound like.
Same thing.
And her just up there with that smoke, I felt like I was watching her winning performance.
Yeah, any disagree? Anything? It seems like Jax. A lot of people were writing that Jax kind of won the night. The chat rolls disagreeing.
Really?
Right. I know. I think it's because we want a little more power from her, because she has that voice, and I think that's what was good. She attempted to, but for instance, with New York, you're singing about New York, concrete jungle, like you
want the gravitas.
You want her to punch you almost.
Yes.
And it'll feel really good.
It's a family show.
Me.
Paige, thoughts on Jax overall, her arc on the show? And
Well, I first of all, I like to say that Jax is a beautiful girl. Definitely. No, I mean she's a beautiful girl.
Are you single? Just put it out there in the
no,
universe.
he meant it in an artistic way. I got your back, Paige. I got your back.
But I find her to still be. I mean, she's really young, and so sometimes I can see her still being kind of green. I do think she has an interesting voice, and I liked her rendition of New York today. It was like one of my favorites of her performances. But I think her being hoarse, like maybe it was a conflict of her trying to like really belt those notes out, like where you're accustomed to hearing that song. But I also agree with Violet that I love the raspiness and her tone, and I thought she did a really good job today.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. No, people are defending Jackson. A lot of people, she won. She came in second. So there's what I love out of the season. I think it's anyone's race now.
It really
is.
I think Scott Borchetta is pushing so hard for her to win.
Really?
Think about it. They haven't announced anybody duetting. Like, Steven Tyler is going to duet with Jax at the finale.
Exactly.
I really think they are pushing for her to win, and I think maybe that's why the Clark thing was played up a little bit.
I think that's the reason why they even mentioned her performing with Steve Tyler, so that people would vote her in and see her.
I mean, I'm happy at this point if any of them win. I think they're all really good. But I think they're pushing
a certain...
Yeah, which it would be nice to have a girl who's artsy and different win Idol. We haven't had that.
Okay, all right. So, shall we move on, perhaps, to Violet? Should I let you take over on this one? Because I got a story real quick before going into this. Because I bumped into Clark this week going into dancing, and salt of the earth. What you see is what you get. Beautiful person, great guy, and you can tell that he's really in. I'm quoting Randy Jackson. He's in it to win it.
In it to win it, dog.
Sorry, but then. He didn't see me. He was getting out of the car, Nick, and he had this. He came out like, I swear, if he's like in slow motion, he came out with like this star swag. He had the swagger. Nick did.
Okay.
I saw a corner of my eye. He just like, and I was like, what?
How gorgeous is he?
No, it was just his confidence. He has this. There's the momentum's on his side. There's so many things going on. So I'm telling you, it is even. Violet, thoughts on your boy?
Swag.
So much swag. Oh, he's so hot.
Tell it to the world.
Okay, so I thought his vocals, it's so crazy how good he's getting. From like going back to Hollywood Week until now, he was like, oh, he's good, he's cute, he's good, now he's freaking amazing. Like his voice, he's doing new things every week with it. He's surprising us every week with it. He's just, he's so good.
Okay, no, Violet, do you love
I know.
Do you love the voice, or do you see him as a rock star?
I don't see him. I see him as a country artist. You can stop.
Really?
Like with country right now, there's people like Sam Hunt who almost looks very similar to his style, his look, everything. And Nick could be so good in country right now. Not like country, like pop country,
like
rock
folk
country. Oh
Yes.
my God, he would be on top of the charts. He'd just be so good.
And
I
on
feel
top
like
of Violet, if you're willing.
Hilarious. But that ring, though.
I know.
That ring
comes right off.
Aside from
Nick comes in the picture.
Aside from the Jerry Springer moment, Jason, Steph, Paige, did anyone disagree?
First song?
Yes, let's start with the first
amazing.
song. Bright Lights.
Best I've heard him the whole competition,
Really?
I think. And I think he's getting better and better. I thought that was perfect because that's what he should sound like on an album. Perfect. Second song, I was not feeling the same things you were feeling. I thought it was actually super pitchy and a little shouty. And
Shout.
He was trying to reach those notes. I can see
but
that.
first song, good.
I have to agree with Violet. I mean, I can't believe how much better he's getting and how comfortable he is on stage, and it's really charming because when you see that type of person, it's pretty much like, whatever you project is what we're going to believe. And so he's projecting exactly what he needs to at this point in the competition for us to follow what he's trying to do. So even with some shoutiness, like along with Clark, like if it's a little off, it doesn't matter because I'm already into you. I dig you, and you're doing great.
All right, check this out. Paige, you and I, man to man, talking here. Take away all the prettiness. Jason as well, too. But what I'm saying is, we're not swayed. It's the vocals.
Yeah.
Did he have them tonight?
Well, I would say...
It's like daggers.
It's okay.
I don't want to disagree with you.
You don't have to.
But I thought, listen, I like Nick. I think Nick is solid. His first performance was definitely like in his niche, and I feel like he is getting better. But I feel like his second song did more for me, just because
really?
it was my first time seeing him like that, like with just the microphone and just himself. And I feel like he went out of the box a little bit, and he really was going stretching and trying to hit those notes that you find to be rather pitchy and shouty. But
Love you, Nick.
that's why it's subjective, because it came across as shouty to him, and to me it came across as passionate, and I felt that I identified with him more in the second song, and I'm not swayed by the reasons that girls love him so much, but I
He
see
does have really
that
nice
effect,
hair.
though.
He has nice hair.
I definitely see that effect. He probably has a lot of women, married or not, fawning under him.
To add on to what he just said, I felt like in his second song, he could have done that song so safely and just kind of gotten through it, but just like you said, Paige, he just went for it, and it was so good. I just had to say that.
I agree, actually.
Well, sorry guys, you're all wrong.
No. The reason, because that was his lane.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about it in the past. That's his lane.
See, I don't think that was his lane.
No.
I think, especially that song, if you listen to Gary from Rascal Flatts sing it, it's it's a pretty song. It's supposed to be pretty, and I think it almost did him a disservice and made him seem a little one-sided because he sang two songs the exact same. I think if he would have approached it and held back, I would have been more impressed. But I still love the first song.
You said in his lane, were you referring to the first song?
The second. I believe more the second for him.
Is
from
his lane?
from the stuff from his band and whatnot, that sound. I think his sound, honestly, it's evolving. Because when it first started, all we kept saying was, he sounds like Daughtry, sounds like Daughtry, sounds like Daughtry.
No, I think his vocals have improved.
We're not saying that anymore.
Yeah.
So that's the best part about it, because you're seeing an arc, you're seeing an evolution.
J-Lo said you're peaking at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to read what the chat roll is saying, but let's see. Doesn't he have a girlfriend?
No, not that.
Who,
Oh,
me?
I'm gonna say. Oh yes. Let's see. Kay Bessie says, "I'm a lesbian and I love Nick. That's my type of artist, alternative rock." Bravo! I love that. All right, so let us move on. Bottom two, I guess. Jason, what happened this week?
Rayvon got saved again. This is the first time in Idol history, right, that somebody's been in the bottom 5 times.
5 times.
I can't believe it.
I have a feeling that Rayvon's going to make it to the finale.
I
Yes,
think so too.
I hope so.
I do
Yeah,
too.
I
After
think he
tonight.
deserves to be there. And I think a couple things. One, I don't know what the hell the judges wanted him to do differently on the first song, because I thought it was amazing, and they were saying he wasn't connected. Like, does he have to cry every time? I thought it was so good. Second song, I had chills.
Yeah.
Can I say that for the past couple of weeks, I feel like I just wanted to go along, and I almost always don't pay attention to any of his performances because I don't connect with him.
I do.
Right, but tonight, the first one, I loved him in that. You're right, that first song is the song that I connected with even more so than the second one, but the second one was still just as beautiful. But I loved the way he did that first one. It was so good, and I respected him, and I saw him, and I was like, damn, I really want to see you live soon and come out with some dope ass album, excuse me. But I'm super proud of him. He deserved to get
Well, and
saved
he's
those 5
singing
times.
music that's good for him, and I think that was hard for him to kind of find in the beginning of the competition. But now he's singing a country song and a Justin Bieber song, and they both sounded like Rayvon songs.
They did. They sure did.
Well, I'm going to save your thought because I know this man has a very strong opinion about Rayvon. Paige, I mean, this
Hey,
is
listen, bro. I just want to be clear. I love you, not like that, but I love you a lot. A lot.
Right? No. You're a fan. Okay.
Yeah,
so why? What is it? What is it that Rayvon stirs inside of you, man?
Okay, let me explain this story so everyone can understand. I've been a huge fan of American Idol. I've watched with the exception of last season, I've watched every episode since its inception. And so Kelly Clarkson and Justin Guarini were like my favorite idols, because that's where I started with them, right? And so Justin. This is weird, but I had a man crush on Justin.
Yeah.
He was really good in his sounds and he moves, and I don't know, he was awesome, right? Rayvon reminds me of Justin Guarini a little bit, like they have the same type of tone, sound, their runs, the falsetto, like it's so much that it's just like reminiscent of that, and so there's this thing that happens to me like when he sings, and I think
it's nostalgic to you.
Yes, nostalgic is definitely, that's the word I was looking for, and I couldn't find it, so I said another word, and thank you for finding it for me.
Got you, baby.
So you know, his first song, I thought that it was simple. I thought it was beautiful. You know, it was just simple, and it's right there, and he didn't have to do much, and I enjoyed it. But that second song, oh my God, like the way that he connected, and he just said, you know what, I'm giving this right to you, Mom.
Right.
I know the cameras and everything looking at me. This goes to you, and that passion that he had talking to his mom, and that connection, and her feeling it, getting the Holy Ghost. Like I had tears. I had tears in my eyes.
Can I get an amen?
Amen. You know,
can I get an amen?
Amen. That's how I felt about it, and you know, so it was terrific, but more so the moment. How many times do any of us get an opportunity to share our feelings about our mom and what she's been for us on that type of platform and make her feel that good?
Right.
That was like a beautiful, beautiful moment to experience and share with them. Like no matter what happens for the rest of their lives, they have that. But I'm Team Rayvon, and I hope you win, bruh.
Super fan. I love that. That was
I just want to say, I love you, Mom.
Hey!
I love you, Mama.
I think Scott Borchetta is. I don't think he was a big Rayvon fan in the beginning, and I feel like now Scott Borchetta has come along and is like kind of on Team Rayvon, which is cool.
Well, that's what's so good about this show, though, too, is because it's so roller coaster. You just switch up with everyone because they're going through that same roller coaster, and you just gotta have you guys, like whoever's the survivor is the survivor, and who they bring along with them is how it happens, and that's what I love because everyone is just like they've transitioned so much and they've grown so much. I mean, I feel like they're family.
Violet. Can Rayvon win Idol?
Yes. I think Rayvon needs to win Idol.
Hey!
Rayvon is the complete package. I was reading some of the people on the chat roll saying he could be like Justin Timberlake. He could be so many different things, and he's so current. And he's so commercial, but he's so good. Like,
and he's the underdog, is what's so cool about it.
And he is,
Exactly.
and he's so cute, and
Exactly.
he's just like the entire complete and utter package. And he seems like such a nice guy. We were saying like, he can't do this because he's such a nice guy. Like, yeah, he can because he's that good.
Right.
That Lady A song was phenomenal. Like, I can't even explain how good that was. And the judges saying that he didn't connect.
Yeah, I don't
are they
know
out of their freaking minds?
Yeah.
He is the
Yes, they
only
are.
artist that connects to a song like
That.
I agree.
insanely well.
I love that
Clark comes second.
each and every single one of
agree.
you are so passionate about his art that you run out of words to say.
Yes. Right.
Honestly, the chat roll is the same. They're calling him the comeback king.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're feeling it. We're feeling it. And one of the fans actually asked something I didn't get to stick in. And do you like the way they handled the exit for Tiana tonight?
Okay, I would like it if she didn't have to go out singing that song.
Right.
Because when you're crying, I want to see her do a ballad.
Right.
But I did like that it was done in the beginning because I feel like that's not fair to them to make, if they're leaving, like make them perform a whole show like that. And I think it probably helped Rayvon's performance a little bit more knowing he made it.
Right.
And I'm happy we brought back the exit package.
Right.
Oh yeah, we've been missing that all season.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm kind of on the fence with it because she's been practicing. I really wanted to hear her Gravy
Sing
song.
well, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, they should
And
have done
I'm
that
like,
instead.
yeah, and I'm wondering what song it
Oh,
was.
shout out to Tiana's mom, too. Thanks for tweeting.
Oh.
No, I thought Tiana did great. And it's funny, too, because with the exception of her vocals, and that's understandable because they made her cry right before the performance, it reminded me of like a saying that's out here in LA, our best audition is on the drive home, like after we've already done it.
That's a great saying.
You know, our best, isn't it? Because
agree
you
with
finally get over it, and it's just funny because I used to always say that Tiana was my little introverted girl, and I loved her, but when she was on stage and she was ready to leave, it was as if she was like, I don't care, and the way she was moving her body, and she was just so comfortable, and that's the part that it got sad for me, because I was like, get it, girl, goodbye, and that was a good way to say goodbye, and
she's
if you're
16.
watching, sweet girl, I love you, you did great, and that's right, run the world.
Well
You
said.
go, girl. I mean, I think she handled it with poise and grace to be 16 years old, and I was feeling that.
Yeah.
I love your hair, girl.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, yeah, me too.
A round of applause.
Yeah.
Yes. Love you, girl. All right. Any final thoughts? I mean, we breezed through tonight's episode, it seemed like. We're going to get into some more stuff, but overall thoughts before we move into news and gossip.
Do you guys think that the Clark controversy is going to harm him? Because it happened with Quentin a week ago.
Maybe.
Yes.
You think so?
100%. From Idol history, absolutely.
Yeah.
He stood up for himself. He talked back to the mentors. He didn't take their advice.
And every time
And he
you do
didn't
that,
have a great.
Yeah.
He
you're out of
didn't
there
have a
next
great.
week, right?
Elise Testone did that season 11. Fantastic voice.
She was
Yeah.
so good.
And it's the politicking of the game. I mean, of Idol. So it's an equation that we all have to. But here's the thing: white guy with a guitar. I hate to say
Well,
that.
and I feel like, but
WG, and the biggest voting section in the whole U.S. for the show is the southeast of America.
Oh.
But you still
we have fans
Nick.
that are disagreeing. So, you let us know what you think. I mean, look, the chat roll. Oh, people want to know, can we talk about Harry's performance?
Oh.
No. What?
Harry, you cannot be this critical of everybody and then perform like that.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
I mean,
You were there, Jason.
Well,
So
my comment is, you know what? You could have picked a better song. Song
Yeah,
choice
song
wasn't
choice.
so good.
Hilarious.
Song choice wasn't so good.
Because there's a whole generation that has never heard that song, and they never will.
Yeah, not even that. But mind you, when he was performing, I could tell that you were thinking about every critique you've ever given to all of us. That's what he was thinking.
Yeah, 'cause
That's
he was-
okay.
Yeah, actually, let's say this. He was not connected.
He was not connected.
Emotionally. Bad song choice. Really bad song choice. I know that's your song, but pick a better song.
Yeah, and you know what?
Hilarious.
The coaches to all the greatest sports teams, they're not always the best basketball player. They're not always the best soccer player. So you're a fantastic coach, but
But I will say, when JLo performed on the show, she killed it.
She was amazing.
as a performer,
he's
Damn right.
a fantastic musician, folks.
Well, he is, but
No, he is.
everybody has an off night. But I think if you are going to be up there, especially how rough he's been the last couple of weeks, you better bring it.
yeah.
All right, fans are saying, Jason, we love you. Preach indeed,
Thank
Jason,
you.
preach.
Love you too.
So America,
you can find him on
If I
Twitter.
was on my
Yeah.
phone, I'd
Yeah.
say Jason Priest.
okay, but
what are
now
you saying here? How do you think he did?
No, I agree with you guys. I think you're funny though.
Yeah, he's funny and cute.
all right, so let us move on. Cue the music, news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Jason, you got here 10 minutes before we went live. What happened on the show tonight?
So I tried to figure out if Taylor Swift is going to perform at the finale. Scott Borchetta says she's not, but I don't believe him. Because her tour kicks off in Vegas 2 nights after the Idol finale, so it kind of seems perfect. He says no, but he says there's going to be a lot of Big Machine artists there.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
So
I just got goosies.
maybe Sam Hunt,
Maybe Tim McGraw.
maybe I don't think Reba, she was just on The Voice. Maybe Rascal Flatts.
Okay.
Maybe Zach Brown.
Violet, hold it.
Sorry.
Keep it together. Okay. Anything from the interviews? What about any? Give us a little tidbit of Tiana.
Tiana, they all have really good attitudes when they leave this season, which is weird.
She's
But
so positive tonight.
she was so sweet and just happy for the experience.
Sweet. And she's going on tour, so
Yeah,
why
she
would
gets
she
the
be
tour.
sad?
Yeah, exactly.
And when can we expect those videos up on?
Hopefully
AfterBuzz?
tomorrow.
All right, folks, keep it here over on YouTube.com/AfterBuzz TV to check out his interviews. Now, our special guest. Dude, we need like special guest music.
I know.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Hey,
Ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend, Paige Kennedy.
Yo.
All right, Paige. You honestly, there's so much to your career because I'm just catching up to your Vine. Your Vine world, but you've done everything. I mean, you played the bad guy, you played even the worst guy. But I mean, you watch you on Vine, and you're like, I'm gonna call you like a teddy bear, man. Look at him. No. A little bit of everything. So just bring us up to speed. What's going on in your life, man?
Well, I just try and stay busy, like on every platform that I can. For a while, I was just like, oh, I'm an actor, and I just want to do stuff that is commendable on that level. And then I realized, like 4 years ago, there's a whole other generation of people who are on a different platform than watching TV or movies. There's younger people, you know, that like the 13-year-olds who TV is their phone. And so, you know, I got into YouTube and doing YouTube videos, and then I got into Vine and doing social media, because to them, to a 13-year-old, they look at their top Viners like we look at Brad Pitt.
Yes.
It's a strange
That's
thing,
right.
but that's their medium that they're on all day, sharing and laughing, everything. So to them, it's the same thing. And I wanted to, you know, give my presence to them as well, you know, so that I can have generations of people with, and do everything, you know, do TV, commercials, movies.
It's funny that you said that, because on the show tonight they mentioned attack all media.
Yeah.
And that's basically what you've done.
Hey, I tried, by the way, at Paige Kennedy on everything.
Say it one more time.
At Paige Kennedy. No I, Violet. Don't put no I in my name. That's for little white women. I'm a big black man, and my name is Paige. P-A-G-E. Kennedy.
That's how I wrapped it out for you right now. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Paige, I want to know if you can tell us in 6 seconds or less why we should watch Backstrom. Wait, hold on. Go.
You should watch Backstrom because there's some kick-ass stuff on there, and I play Officer Moto, and I'm that. That was not 6 seconds. I know
That
mine.
was 5 seconds.
That was 5 seconds.
That was 5 seconds.
I know mine.
know
Trust me.
6
I know how much time I got. I still have 0.5 seconds left.
The finale is tomorrow.
The finale is tomorrow.
What can we expect?
Well, you can expect a lot of kick-ass finally that come from my character, from Dennis Haysbert character. You know, it's where Backstrom and his father clash. They come and they meet. We met him earlier on in the season, and it was kind of like hanging there, but this time, bam, it comes to a head, and we get some resolution.
Now tell us a little bit about your character as well on the show.
I play Officer Frank Moto. He's a good, loyal police officer. You know, he's there as a part of this team to help Backstrom, who's like a misanthropic, anti-hero type character, who's a brilliant detective but a terrible cop because of his ways of going about you know, finding the bad guys. And so they've compiled this team together to help assist him, and I'm like the muscle of the team, and I feel like I'm like the heart of it, because you know I try and do everything right, and I got a good heart, and I'm fighting for what's right, and I'm also fighting for myself. Yeah, it's a very ambitious character. He wants to be out of uniform and in a plain clothes so he can teach his 10-year-old son that, you know, he can do anything that he wants. So that's like his through line.
Wow. So, I mean,
That's what's up.
we've covered Vine, but there's also this little film called Blue Mountain State.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we definitely got to talk about that, because you started, was it not a Kickstarter, but...
Yeah, no, we actually
Was it
did a
Kickstarter?
Kickstarter. We did a Kickstarter, and, you know, like, and having a social media presence, you know, I was able to help a lot in getting the word out that we were trying to do this, and all of the fans are so loyal that they bonded together, and they put together $2 million in 30 days, and we were able to create this film that, you know, hopefully everybody will be happy of and proud of.
You know, now that we've crossed most of your platforms, I'm sure you have another one like Periscope, Friendster. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, Periscope.
Okay. No, but maybe there's something...
Makes your face.
No, but it's something that you can impart with us. Kitty Wrangler. No, because like right now what you're saying is for, let's say, the person in Nebraska that wants to start a career, that wants to do, what can you impart? What can you share?
Well, right now is the perfect time and opportunity for the person in Nebraska, the 17-year-old that lives in Ohio, somewhere where he feels that he has to be in Hollywood to be able to make a name for himself or a presence. Right now is the cream and prime time to say, you know what, I have a phone, I have content, let me find a voice. And if you make new, innovative, creative, and funny content and you place it up there, eventually it will be seen and become viral, and then more people will want to come to you, because it doesn't matter who you are, what you look like. It's about the voice and what you have to offer. And if you have something to offer that people want, then they will go to you to find that. And right now you can do that because of social media and what it is.
And now for my toughest question. Where can we find you?
Paige Kennedy at Paige Kennedy. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Twitter again, because that's my favorite one. Vine, Snapchat, Periscope, Black Planet, and anywhere you want.
I used to have a Black Planet account.
Excellent.
Hilarious.
All right, so now comes to the heavy moment.
Sorry,
So did Violet.
Sorry, we know you melt that, but we had to let the world know.
This is an amazing moment in AfterBuzz history. Give us the prediction music, Jonathan.
And now, your
yeah.
AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Question, Colombiana.
I think Paige Kennedy's gonna win American Idol.
Baby, make sure you vote at Paige Kennedy.
All right, guys. Okay, this is a portion where we talk about who's going home next week, but we always start off with who is our favorite tonight.
My man,
Who's your man?
the one who's saying your man.
Oh.
Oh.
So,
Clark Beckham.
Clark
Hashtag belt it like Beckham, baby.
favorite performance. Okay.
No,
Violet.
For me, it's a tie with Nick and Rayvon.
Okay. Jason.
Jackson Rayvon.
Paige. Favorite.
For me, clearly Rayvon.
Gotta agree. All right, so
Rayvon was the best of the night.
I agree.
Rayvon?
I really love Rayvon. And what I've always said, and I've said it all season long, this season is so close that one night will do you in.
That's right.
Yeah, that's
Look
right.
at Serena.
Oh, geez.
Serena, one bad night will do you in.
Damn.
One night
So-
to do you in it, and that makes me very afraid for Clark because I want Clark and Rayvon to be in the finale so badly, and I've been wanting them to be in the finale for so long. But I'm so nervous about because anytime you have any type of quorums with them, the next week you're out of there. Look at Quentin.
And you're not just out of there; they kill you.
Yeah,
Right, well-
you're never gonna shine again.
Can I just say that Quentin came off very defensive, and I
Yes.
feel like with Clark this evening, we saw I felt like he was more vulnerable, and I hope that America sees that. I hope that the judges see that. Even someone told me today, actually, I got out of a ticket this weekend. Why? Because the woman said, you know what? I see that you're genuine, and people feel that. And when she told me that, I was like, thank you so much. And so I just hope that everyone feels that he was vulnerable, and he's an artist. He wasn't trying to disrespect.
I don't think you should go
He's an
home.
artist.
But
Who's going home, Jason?
I'm going
this
home
hurts.
from here in like 10 minutes.
Oh my God.
That's all I'll say.
Hilarious. I like this.
All right, Violet, who's going
Oh,
home?
unfortunately, I think Clark is going home.
Wow, chat roll. Who do you think's going home? Give me a few seconds because that's it for the show, man. We got to wrap it up. Cue the
Who
music.
does he
Wait.
think is going home?
I think he said it.
No.
No, he didn't.
No, I didn't say who I think is going home.
Who's going home?
It's between Nick or
No,
Jax.
that's what I'm
just
saying. He
kidding.
said it
Not
without
Nick.
saying
I was
it.
like, excuse me.
I know.
For me, it's not who I think, it's who I want, just because I like other people. It's Jax.
Yeah.
Okay.
No offense.
No,
I think you're
I feel-
beautiful.
yes, exactly.
I just want Clark to stay.
And
I
she's
want
a big
Rayvon to
social
stay.
media girl. You know that, right? She has the biggest following on social media.
Oh, that's not good. They're gonna yell at me.
Yeah.
They're like, screw you. You go home.
Team Jax.
You go home. And you should sleep on the floor.
All right, we got to get everyone out of here. So, all right, that's it for another show. So, Violet, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Violet Kanian.
You can find me on Twitter at Stephanie Giorgi and on Instagram at the Stephanie Giorgi.
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Vine, Snapchat at Jason Ikeler.
Jonathan, thank you for putting up with us. Where can they find you?
JMolton87 on Twitter.
And ladies and gentlemen, AfterBuzz Nation, put your hands together once again for Paige Kennedy.
Hey!
Where can they find you?
They can find me at Paige Kennedy on all social media. Periscope.
No eye.
Oh, you want me to do all that again? Yeah, everything. Twitter. Say what's up to me.
You heard him. And you can follow
That is
me.
my black one.
You can
Oh,
follow.
yeah.
Oh, Lord. Find me at JC Rubio TV everywhere. All right, so for Paige, Jonathan, Jason, Steph, Violet, Dominic, I'm JC. See you next week. Bye,
All right,
everybody.
bye, y'all.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.